Brothers and sisters, have a good day. Turkey must be initiative not only for its future but also for the peace and serenity in its region. What we recently experienced in Syria have shown us once again that you cannot have seat at the table unless you are on the ground. We will definitely defend our national interests through dialogue, elements of soft power, means of coercive diplomacy, and use of actual force if need be. This is number one. Number two, our world is going through a great transformation process in diplomacy as well. Also, states along with individual companies and societies must well comprehend and zeitgeist and determine their policies accordingly. This change has increased the unpredictability and has led to new risks for decision makers, given political and economic that we are faced with a lack of system rather than a system. Institutions responsible for maintaining global security and stability no longer meet the expectations. On one hand, we discuss digitalization, artificial intelligence, economic growth, and obesity, but on the other hand, we are faced with the fact that 2 billion people live in poverty. Somalian, Haitian, Guinean politicians work to find solutions to poverty, destitutions, and despair, which cost their citizens their lives, while American politicians discuss combating obesity and food waste. If the total wealth of the richest 60 people on the earth equals to that of 3.6 billion people, which is half of the total population, then there is a problem here. If the double standards towards terrorist organizations become widespread instead of declining, the terrorist leaders are hosted at presidential places and special efforts are made at the United Nations to legitimize bloody murderers, then there is something wrong here. A mentality which does not value humans just for being that human cannot ensure global security or peace. Preserving peace requires a long-term struggle. Turkey must take initiative not only for its future but also for the peace and serenity in its region. What we recently experienced in Syria have shown us once again that you cannot have seat at the table unless you are on the ground. We will definitely defend our national interests through dialogue, elements of soft power, means of coercive diplomacy, and use of actual force if need be. It is our country's top priority to drain the quagmire of terror in northern Syria Turkey, with or without its allies, has the right to eliminate all threats to its national permanence and went on to say it is our country's top priority to drain the quagmire of terror in northern Syria. Thus, we will establish the peace corridor where our Syrian brothers and sisters will live in peace, welfare and security. Turkey's security means the security of NATO and our entire region. Turkey's security means the security of NATO and our entire region. There is no concrete data that the S-400s will harm NATO or the F-35s, driving attention to many NATO and EU members. Procurement of similar air defense system from Russia. We do not see goodwill in turning an issue which is not a problem for other countries into a crisis for Turkey. Above all, it is totally wrong to question Turkey's relations with the West over the S-400's muzzles. Turkey has made not a strategic but totally commercial choice regarding its security in the issue of S-400 muzzles from Russia. We will never leave all Al-Quds, our first Qibla and the apple of our eyes, to the mercy of the occupiers. We as Turkey will continue till the end to defend justice and equity in the Palestinian issue. We will never leave Al-Quds, our first Qibla, and the apple of our eyes, to the mercy of the occupiers. The stability of the Eastern Mediterranean is of importance to the security of the Middle East, North Africa and Europe. Stability can only be achieved in Cyprus and Eastern Mediterranean by observing the right and interest of Turkey and the Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus. Dear my sisters and brothers, further, I would like to note that the ties with the Turkic world have been restrained and the momentum gained in the relations with Africa will continue. Importance of the Southeast Asia and the Pacific region in foreign policy increases every passing day. As Turkey plans on implementing a new initiative policy called Asia Anew, the misconception to sort out terrorists according to their color, ideology or ethnic identity should be abandoned. Yes, the heinous attacks in the United States have shown the entire world the bloody face of racist terrorism. The misconception to sort out terrorists according to their color, ideology or ethnic identity should be abandoned. Thank you very much for your listening and kind attention. Dear my brothers and sisters, God bless you all. Thank you very much.